All right, court is calling 2026 CR 004783 and 2026 CR 004780, State versus Jessica Suarez.
Two case numbers, one name, Jessica Suarez. You know, most people never step inside a real courtroom. They've seen it on TV, the dramatic reveals, the tearful confessions, the big not guilty moments. But this is real. This is what it actually looks like when someone's entire life gets decided in a matter of minutes. And honestly, what happened in this courtroom that day, nobody was really prepared for it. Do you know what happens when you say just one word in a U.S. courtroom? Everything changes. Watch.
And are you Ms. Suarez?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all discovery?
Yes, I have.
Do you have the discovery?
It was sent electronically to you.
Okay.
See,
This one,
DocuSign document.
Let me see if I have it. All right. Have you I'm sorry.
Sorry.
No. You ready? Have you received all discovery and did you review it with your client?
I did not play the video of the Eagle, but yes, I talked to her about the facts of her case.
And here's something interesting. The defense attorney admits she didn't show her client the video evidence. The video from the police Eagle unit, a surveillance aircraft. She talked about it, but didn't play it. And honestly, that raised a question right in the middle of that courtroom. But the judge asked directly, does Jessica have any objection to moving forward? She didn't. An aerial surveillance video exists of this chase, and the defense lawyer hadn't shown it to her client yet. Does that change things for you?
All right. The court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery and you are Jessica Suarez, correct? Do you have any objection to continuing with this plea agreement, knowing that your attorney has not downloaded the DVD to view? I mean, do you have any objections to that? All right. And each of the cause numbers, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading?
Yes, I do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented in each cause number?
Judge will be waiving and abandoning the punishment enhancement, but otherwise proceeding instructions.
Any objection?
No objection.
And each cause numbers, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. In the cause number ending in 8-3, you're charged with evading arrest, detention with a vehicle.
So here's what we're dealing with. Two separate charges, two separate case numbers, both against the same woman, Jessica Suarez. First one, evading arrest with a vehicle. That means she was behind the wheel, the police got behind her, and instead of pulling over, she kept going. Second charge, unauthorized use of a vehicle. And wait, here's where it gets complicated. That car, it wasn't even hers. Think about that for a second. She was driving a car she didn't own with police behind her. What would you have done?
In the cause number ending in 8-0, you're charged with unauthorized use of a vehicle. Those are state jail felonies. The range of punishment, the state jail felony is the unauthorized use. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility.
Applicable law in this case. Evading arrest or detention with a vehicle. Section, Texas Penal Code 38.04. A person commits an offense if he intentionally flees from a person he knows is a peace officer or federal special investigator attempting to lawfully arrest or detain him. The offense is a third-degree felony if the actor uses a vehicle while in flight. Explanation: if police try to stop you and you use a car to run, that's not just a traffic offense, that's a felony. And in Texas, a third-degree felony means real prison time. Real-life example. Imagine you panic when you see lights behind you. You don't stop. Maybe you drive for 2 miles before pulling over. In Texas, that's potentially 2 to 10 years in prison.
And up to a $10,000 fine. And the evading arrest, detention with a vehicle, that's a third-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine.
The judge lays it out clearly. 2 to 10 years, up to $10,000 in fines, and she's sitting right there, listening to every word. Now, here's where things get serious, because the judge isn't done yet. The judge isn't reading these numbers for nothing. She wants Jessica to understand exactly what's at stake.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. By entering these pleas, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in each of these cause numbers?
Yes, ma'am.
One of the most powerful moments in any courtroom is when the judge reads you your rights, every single one. The right to a jury trial, the right to cross-examine witnesses, the right to remain silent, and then she asks the question, do you intend to give up those rights? And Jessica said yes.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, she's assisted me.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes,
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
yes,
Ms. Suarez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea? Anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented? If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering into these pleas, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and re-entry. Did you understand?
yes,
In each cause number, the court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. And the cause number ending in 8-3, according to the plea, your punishment is to be assessed at 6 years in the prison. This will run concurrent with 2026 CR 004780. And the cause number in 80, according to your plea, the punishment is to be assessed at 6 months in the state jail facility. And it's to run concurrently with 2026 CR 004783. Did you understand that to be your plea?
yes,
Defense and state, is that the plea?
It is, Judge.
yes, it is.
In each cause number, did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places? By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes,
Any such motions?
no such motions.
Then to the offense, to each of the offenses, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State any evidence.
Judge, reference to exhibit number 1 and all attachments.
No objection.
All right, state, you may be excused.
Thank you, Judge.
In each cause number, did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Bless
Bless
you.
you.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
In each of the cause numbers, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
My client is asking that the court follow the plea bargain. As you can see, she is currently pregnant. She is remorseful. Her friend who brought the car, drove the car to pick her up, said, please, could you mind driving? And she did.
Now this is the part where the courtroom got quiet. The defense attorney stands up and she says, Jessica is pregnant. She didn't know it when all this happened. She found out in jail. And her lawyer explains what really went down that night. A friend drove a car to pick her up. The friend, a man named Acosta, handed her the keys and said, you mind driving? She said yes. And then when the police got behind them, Acosta looked at her and said, go, go, go. And she went. Think about that for a second. She was a passenger who became a driver, and then she became a defendant. She didn't know she was pregnant when this happened. She found out behind bars. Does that change how you feel about this case?
And then when the police got behind them, her friend, Miss Acosta, told her, go, go, go. And she did. And that's where we are. At that time, she didn't know she was pregnant, so she probably had a pregnancy brain, not really thinking about what she was doing. But since coming to jail, she did find out she's pregnant. So, it's a bad situation when somebody asks you to drive, when they come to pick you up. And I think that put her in a really bad situation, Your Honor.
All right, and cause number 2026 CR 004780. As previously stated, the court is finding you guilty. Court will sentence you to 6 months in the state jail facility.
And then the judge speaks. 6 months in state jail for the unauthorized use charge. 6 years in prison for evading arrest. Both sentences running concurrent, meaning at the same time. But here's what else the judge ordered. No unsupervised contact with minors. No contact with Samantha Acosta, the friend who told her to run. And a recommendation for the therapeutic community program. 6 years, while pregnant.
Give credit for any time served. This will run concurrent with 2026 CR 004783. The court will request the therapeutic community. No unsupervised contact with minors. And there's to be no contact with Samantha Marie Acosta. And that cause number, did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Because I followed your plea bargain agreement and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because that's a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. And cause number 2026 CR 004783, court is finding you guilty. Court will sentence you to 6 years in the prison. Give you credit for any time served. This run concurrent with 2026 CR 004780. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. There's to be no contact with Samantha Acosta, and the court will recommend the therapeutic community. And that cause number, did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Again, because this is plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. You know better. And that whole, you're not a babe in the woods. Somebody tell you to drive. Oh no, what do? I'm going to drive. Because you had enhancements. If you continue on this vein, what's going to end up happening, you're going to spend the rest of your life at somebody's prison and somebody else is going to raise your child. You understand?
And then, off the record, the judge said something that you won't find in any law textbook. She leaned in, and she said, and I'm paraphrasing here, "You are not naive. Don't act like you didn't know what you were doing. Because you had enhancements on these charges. That means her criminal history could have made this much, much worse." And then she said the part that cuts right to the bone. "If you keep going down this road, somebody else is going to raise your child." The judge wasn't being cruel. She was being honest. The kind of honest that nobody else in that room was going to be. The judge went off the record to say that. It wasn't required. She didn't have to. What does that tell you about what she really thought?
So here's what I want to ask you. Were these sentences fair? 6 years for Jessica Suarez, a first-time driver of a stolen car, now pregnant? 5 years for Adam Cruz with 4,200 grams of a controlled substance. Drop your verdict in the comments below. And if this is the kind of content you want more of, real transcripts, real courtrooms, real consequences, hit subscribe, because the next case is going to be even harder to watch.